All right, everybody, welcome back to Game Over Cancer. We're going to get right into our next run, Super Metroid, run by mm2nescartridge. Take it away, my friend.
Well, thank you for that. And yeah, my name is mm2nescartridge. I'm going to be running Super Metroid max percent suitless or 98% suitless. Category has two names, but it's a fantastic category. With me to commentate it is Polar Bear Bunny.
Hey MM2 and hey everybody, thank you for having me. I'm super excited about this run.
Yeah, so yeah, this is going to be it's one of the longest Super Metroid runs that there is, but yeah, let's get started and then we can talk some more about it. So, yeah, time's going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Yeah, so this is Super Metroid 98% suitless. This is just another category. So we are going to start in Series Station. So we get about 2 minutes to just talk about anything while we make it through the category, make it through the station. But yeah, so this category, it's 98% suitless or max percent suitless. I prefer to call it 98% suitless, but they're both valid names. But the reason it's 98% and not 100% is because the suits, there are two of them, make up 2 of the percents of the game. And since it's suitless, we can't get them. So we have to get everything else first.
I thought it was just you could just choose whatever 2 items you don't want to pick up that day. And just
Yeah, I'll skip Spring Ball and then I'll figure out something else.
Yeah, there's some items that take quite a bit. But yeah, I think I prefer 98% as well. Because there's already max percent GT code, and I think max percent kind of implies that you go over 100%.
Yeah.
Just because of that category.
Yeah, or you could have people thinking max percent means things outside of item percent, like map completion or doors or other dumb stuff like that. Not that map completion's dumb, it's actually my favorite category.
Oh no, the map completion propaganda begins.
Yeah, not even out of series. Oh my god. Speaking of out of series, that was a pretty awful last room. Got a 41. Not my best series time.
Yeah, not your best, but it's okay. We've got lots of time still.
Yeah, got lots of time. But yeah, so yeah, the overall route, the beginning is going to be it's going to be very, very similar to pretty much every other Super Metroid speedrun ever until we exit Retro Brinstar, and then we're going to, because this is a marathon, I'm going to go back into Retro Brinstar and get a safety tank, and with a D-boost into the ceiling. And we have to reload Retro Brinstar in order to have the enemies exist there so that I can have something to D-boost off of. And I'm sure lots of people know about the way to get it without doing the D-boost, which is called Task Tank. I can't do that because I'm not Zenny. But that's actually extremely difficult, and this is about a minute to 40 seconds to a minute slower and a lot more consistent. Should also touch on technique I'm doing to fall down this room really fast. It's called
cheating.
Yeah, it's called Moonfall. You do a moonwalk and an auto jump or something else while holding angle, and you uncap your fall speed. It does require you to have moonwalk enabled, which my co-commentator does not have enabled, so so she feels unfairly disadvantaged.
Yeah, in the main menu, it is one of the 2 options in the special settings mode to turn on Moonwalk, which basically it allows you to walk backwards facing the same way if you're holding the shot button. But yeah, you'll see here, kind of like MM2 was talking about, we're going to go ahead and get these 2 items, and then we have to go back up the elevator and kill the pirates in the next room, and then come back down the elevator. That way the entire planet is awake and we can get through the doors.
Yeah, interestingly enough, the vast majority of the planet is already awake because it's not affected by the planet being awake flag. It's just these first few rooms that care about that flag, and the flag's going to be set when we open any gray door, which is going to happen in about 10 seconds.
You can do it faster than that. Come on.
I'm trying.
Good gap skips.
Done.
Well
Alright.
done. GG. Next run.
Alright, next... No, we are gonna... Yeah, we opened the gray door, and now we're gonna backtrack, go down into Retro Brinstar again, and get the Retro Brinstar Stealing E-Tank. And the reason that we don't do this normally is because, well, it's slow, but also because it's useful to have the refill from this tank later in the run, but there is another way we can get that refill that's just about 10 seconds slower. So
Yeah,
stand
so
up.
then this part... Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you just gotta stand on a specific spot and jump at the specific time, and if you don't get it like the first 2 tries, it can be extremely annoying. We're also gonna get this missile pack early because it's gonna save enough time on first mini boss and in one other spot to be worth getting now instead of later.
Yeah, that reel will swoop the same way the first 2 times, and then on his 3rd swoop, he's going to be in a completely different pattern, and you'll have to wait 2 more swoops to be back kind of in the position where you can deboost off of him. But much easier than Taz tank setup.
Yeah, it's like 4 frame perfect inputs, and it's a 50-50 if you even get it. I have not done it once in my life, and I have no plans to. Yeah, so now we're gonna be back on the standard early game track. We're gonna go up and get the Morph Ball Bombs and proceed into Brinstar. There was a former route of this category that did Gauntlet on 0 tanks and with only bombs because we wanted the extra tank for Upper Norfair Hell runs, and that tank was better to get than the tank we got in this run. But oh wait, I have backup missiles. I don't need to go back. I missed I missed a missile there on that door, and normally if you miss a missile there, you have to go back and farm those guys early in the room. But since I got the extra missiles, I don't need to do that. Because I have more than 5 missiles, so I can afford to miss one. It's still not ideal to do that because now I have less missiles for the BT fight, but it's how it is.
Yeah, it should be okay. You should be able to farm a lot of missiles here off BT. As long as your health is full, he's always gonna drop missiles. And super quick fight. Nicely done.
Yeah. So since I had less than 5 missiles, he was always going to do the orb attack, which lets me farm some missiles.
Yeah, it actually would have been to your disadvantage to go back and farm back up to 10 missiles or whatever.
Yeah. So now we're gonna bomb this wall like you do in every run of this game ever. Well, most of them. And get the first E-Tank, but it's actually the second.
Yeah, normally this would be the first one, but we got the safety tank here today because marathon.
Yeah. Yeah, normally you're gonna do... normally in this category you do Upper Norfair Hell runs on 2 E-Tanks and 1 reserve. In this run we're gonna do it on 3 E-Tanks and 1 reserve. And that extra E-Tank is actually gonna be a lot of safety because of how this run works. But okay, so we're heading into Brinstar now. I want 10 missiles here. I only have 8, but I'm about to farm some, and they're pretty much guaranteed to give me a missile drop. Like there. Because
I was hoping it wouldn't. Just to prove you wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I did say almost guaranteed.
Almost.
Almost. Yeah, so that was the Mock Ball. It's a trick you see in almost every Super Metroid speedrun. Skips Spore Spawn to get your first supers. You can just get them here, and it also gets you this reserve tank that I just got, and that's also important for the Hell runs. Yeah, so we're seeing a bit of item collection here. We're gonna have a little bit more to do, and then we're gonna be off to Norfair for the first set of Hell runs.
The fun stuff.
Yeah, the fun stuff. In my opinion, the fun stuff doesn't really start until we get into Meridia, but
Oh yeah.
to each their own.
That's the very fun stuff.
Yeah. I'd say Meridia's... No, I'd say LN's probably my favorite part of this run. Lower Norfair, the hell runs there are probably my favorite, but then Meridia is definitely a close second. Ooh, really nice big health drop there. That health drop gave me like 15 in reserve, which is really useful for, again, these upcoming hell runs that I keep talking about. And then I'm gonna try not to get hit by that guy, because I would have liked health, but didn't get any, because it's RNG.
Yeah, that's the thing about reserve tanks, is you have to manually fill them with health drops. They will not be filled up by an E-tank grab or an energy recharge station, so in order to use it to its full potential, you actually have to do work.
Yeah. Deer Force, the devs of this game, did not give reserve tanks the special powers of E-tanks, which magically refill you when you grab one, which is actually going to be used quite a bit during this run.
And similarly to 100% will come back for all these missiles that MM2 is seemingly skipping, because they will be faster to grab later.
Yeah, there's a bunch of items left in Brinstar that I'm not able to get right now, mostly because I don't have power bombs, and also because I don't have speed booster. But we're going to be coming back to that after this initial Upper Norfair trip. But now we're going to be heading to get a really useful beam upgrade, the Spacer Beam.
Yeah, super useful, except when it's not. But, you know, it does more damage than the beam you have now.
Yeah. It's going to be extremely useful until we get Plasma, and once I get Plasma, I'm going to be constantly wishing that I had Spacer for like the next 10 minutes. But we'll get to that once we get there. So yeah, the major movement items in this game are pretty much exclusively in Upper Norfair. So if we want to go fast, you need to get the things that make you go faster as quick as possible. So we're going to be heading to Upper Norfair to do that. And yeah. So
Heck-crade.
Yeah, Heck-crade. So the thing is about this category, in most Super Metroid speedruns, you want the suits as quickly as possible. But in this category, since you don't have the suits, a lot of areas are less incentivized than they normally would be. Mostly Crade and Wrecked Ship are the main culprits of that.
Yeah, each pretty much put off until last, as you know, Crade guards the Varia suit, which protects against heat damage. But also, in addition to that, there's an item in Crade's lair that requires a power bomb to get, and we still don't have power bombs, so we don't need to go there just yet.
Yeah, and then there's also another thing that we want out of Crade's lair that isn't an item that we'll be getting to once we get to Crade's lair.
Super secret thing.
Super secret. Don't spoil.
Stay tuned. Don't leave.
But alright, so we've got the high jump items. I'm going to farm this room since I don't have too much in reserve. I think I have 20 at the moment. I'm going to farm this room once and then I'm going to take a save. Because I do want to have full reserve if possible.
No hit, no.
But yeah, so that hit isn't ideal, but it's workable. So this is the first safety save that I'm taking in this run. I will be taking a lot more. This is by no means the last save we'll be taking. Because normally there's a lot of spots in this run where you can just die, and there's nothing you can really do about it. And if I take saves, then those death spots get turned into just reset spots. Yeah, so this is the first Hell Run, Heated Run. I'm going to be calling those Hell Runs because that's the community name for it, and that's what I'm used to. But yeah, just going through heated rooms without the various suit makes you take constant damage, and it's going to happen a lot in this run.
And that extra tank obviously coming in handy a lot, so you've got plenty left, and don't really need to worry. Next we're going to try to get up to the farm bugs before speed booster, which MM2 has way more than enough health to get up there.
Yeah, usually I'm looking for at least 70 health. I have 175 at this point, so way more than I ever could dream for. It's the ultimate insurance policy. It's actually quite good to have more health, though, because I am going to be farming to full health at this farm, and the more health I have coming in, the less I have to farm, so it's just a little bit more time save. Yeah, so now I get to farm a bit for the next 20 seconds-ish. Hopefully... Okay. Reserves hit, so I'm going to farm 3 more times and I'm out. Yeah.
And if you're super familiar with the vanilla game, we're coming up on the speed booster here. And of course, when you have speed booster, then this room that he's in right now will fill with lava.
Yeah. First, we do have to get this missile in the ceiling here, because it's... Well, Task gets it after speed booster, but number one, I'm not Task, because I'm a human, and number two, if you mess up getting the item when the lava's rising, you're pretty much dead in this run, because lava deals way more damage without Varia.
And you can't run through it. Lava actually slows you down if you have speed booster.
Yeah, this is true.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah.
We'll kind of talk about that too. You'll see that once he gets to the point of lava dive.
Yeah. Lava dive's a lot later in this run. This is... Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. So now, I'd say the last scary hell run for a while is the wave beam. It's actually, in my opinion, the most scary hell run. Some people call it the wave boss, because it's the last of the major Upper North Air hell runs. It's technically not the last, but it's the last important one, because the true final one you have to have like 80 health going into and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's a pretty movement-heavy hell run. There's a lot of mistakes you can make movement-wise that can be just a travesty, like falling into the spikes there, trying to jump over to the wave beam, and then even on the way back. Of course, if you know, the blocks kind of in the middle here are actually crumble blocks and not real spikes. But yeah, there you go. He did a deboost off the ripper to make sure he gets all the way over to the left, which is another crumble block. And then any movement mishap here can also be pretty detrimental to your health. But MM2, professional gamer, does it perfectly.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty solid wave hell run. Had 50 health left over plus the safety tank, so pretty happy that I didn't actually need the safety tank, but still definitely a good call to grab it, because I know if I hadn't have gotten it, I would have died, because that's how it works.
This room here actually not heated, but you definitely want to take damage from the gamer, the little stone guy, rather than the pirate. And then there's a health refill right here. And kind of getting from that room to the health refill room is like 11 damage, so you're usually going to be okay.
Yeah. I had a run earlier today where let's not do that. Where I entered the room before the refill with like 17 health and entered the refill on 3, but I lived. Yeah, so hi Crocomire. Sadly, we do need the grapple beam, and this does mean we will have to commit Crocicide.
Oh no. Poor Croc.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting the missile and the super in the first 2 rounds there made him back up pretty much the most that a human possibly can get him to back up.
Yeah. There is a way to get 2 missiles and a super in on 1 round, but I'm not too consistent at that, so just go for all reliable and don't miss a super. So yeah, now the goal is to not take as little acid damage as possible, because Croc's area is surprisingly tight on health, because you need health for sparking to Croc PBs, and then also for a lot, you need a lot of health for Cosine Room because you do 2 60 damage deboosts off of spikes there. But we should be fine.
Nice job holding on to your blue there. That's harder than MM2 made it look. It didn't have a purpose at this point, but...
Yeah, there's actually no point in this run that I know of where that would be useful. It's just for memes. Because you have to do something while waiting for Croc. So I just choose to do that. Yeah, so now we get our first power bombs. These are... in some categories that the alpha power bombs are going to be your first power bombs. These are just the Croc power bombs. And yeah, they happen to be our first ones.
Yeah, we actually get the alpha power bombs. Power bombs that are at the top of Red Tower relatively late compared to like any other category that I've seen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like the category I run where we get alpha power bombs the latest. It's just there's the best time to get them is just really, really late. And there's no good time to route them in earlier. And like you don't really need them for much. So now we got the grapple beam, best item in the game.
No.
Yes.
Bad item.
So you can see the which one of us runs map completion.
No, prove that it's the best. You should have grappled over to pantry missiles like the game wants you to do.
Yeah.
and then show me how good grapple is.
Yeah, but well, no, it actually is faster to grapple over to pantry missiles, but I'm not too consistent.
Hard.
Yeah, too hard for me. I just go for the consistent strat. But yeah, grapple is actually quite useful in this category because we don't get gravity, obviously.
Yep. Grapple, I find, and I think a lot of people agree that it's very nice to maneuver with it underwater, but outside of water, it's a lot trickier to use.
Yeah. So this is the actual last Hell Run in Upper Norfair. I lied when I was talking about the last Hell Run, but this is the last Hell Run in Upper Norfair for about like an hour, maybe a bit less. But I am gonna take a save, even though I should be able to exit it with 2 tanks ish. But yeah, here we go. We need to exit through Croc Escape, and then we're gonna grab the Ice Beam before leaving Upper Norfair for a long time. Not gonna be coming back.
Heck this place.
Yeah, there are still 2 items left to get. I neglected to mention that I didn't get Cathedral Missiles when I was hell running through. The reason I don't get that first trip is because I don't have enough health to get Cathedral Missiles. With the safety tank, I actually do have enough health, but I wanted to demonstrate the route I do in PB attempts, rather than take a safety and not even have it be safety.
Yeah, I was thinking that even with the safety tank, it wouldn't be enough, but I'm sure there are ways to be good at movements to be able to manage.
Yeah, it's about as tight as the 2E1R Hell Run is without the safety tank or Cathedral Missiles. Getting Cathedral Missiles with 3E1R, but yeah, I used to do early Gauntlet for being able to get Cathedral Missiles, but it's just not worth, and I'd rather have a cooler route.
Speaking of cool.
Yeah, speaking cool, hopefully I get this really cool trick.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about Ice Beam. Yeah.
Well, I mean, both ways. It works both ways. Very nicely done. That mock ball, Ice Escape mock ball, is extremely tight, and you can do it without actually having ice and freezing the tripper to give you more run speed, but it's hard either way.
Yeah, Ice Escape is actually quite a difficult trick, so yeah, happy I got it first try. Well, I say first try, but there is no second try. You just have to be sad and go through the normal way. Oh my god, okay, let's not crash the game. Okay. Successfully did not crash the game.
Good job, good
Yeah.
work. What he's referring to is if you get chomped by a yapping maw while you're shine sparking, it can and probably will crash the game.
Yeah.
Good work. Shoutouts to Slowers.
Yeah. So normally I was talking about earlier wanting a refill from the safety tank. I'm just gonna use Slaughter's refill instead, like I just did. But normally you would get the Blue Brinstar E-Tank and have the refill from that, because we need health for climb supers, and we don't have enough health. Well, actually, we kind of did have enough health, but I would have had to pull reserve, and it would be kind of risky, and I'd rather just be consistent, especially in a marathon setting.
Here's these big, bad, scary side hoppers.
Yeah.
MM2 gets the pretty consistent roll under to avoid getting hit by them.
Yeah, there's actually a normalized setup for that. You just roll in the room, and then because of how side hoppers and RNG interact, if you do the same thing every time, they'll do the same thing every time, and it's super nice.
Well, you have to trust them.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's hard.
Yeah, sometimes you're really scared,
Big scare.
but okay.
Getting the last two Blue Brinstar items. The Billy Mays missiles.
Yeah, I almost missed that jump up to the invisible bridge, but didn't. But yeah, these are the Billy Mays missiles, because I'm ruining the joke by getting the but wait there's more missile first.
Hell, what the heck? You don't eat your dessert before dinner, too?
Well, the rules are dumb, and speed should be first.
Yeah, the jump into this room can be a little more difficult when you have high jump boosts on. Sometimes you might have to, I didn't see if you did or not, because it's such a common trick to me, but sometimes you'll have to do a little wall jump off the invisible ledge to get up there.
Yeah, I just morphed and got above the platform.
Yeah.
I probably could have gotten it normally, but if I miss it, I lose like 10 seconds, and I don't want to do that. I don't like that. I don't like that lifestyle.
Nice spark.
Yeah, so we charge that spark before the elevator, and we can carry it up the elevator because spark frames don't deplete while going up elevators. And now we can get these missiles, and this is all just a bunch of cleanup, because we have most of everything we want for Meridia, which is the next big thing, because you need to do everything at some point, and we want everything we can have for Lower Norfair, and a big part of that is Space Jump and Plasma Beam, and those are both Meridia. So we want to do Meridia before Lower Norfair, and then yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I think the way you did the shine spark up here is actually quite tricky and quite tight.
Yeah.
The easiest way I find to get through the Boyan's little yellow guys is to actually charge your spark, so do the crouch all the way at the door, and then you get all of the run speed you need to jump clear through them. But M2 did it without doing that because he's a gamer.
Yeah, I just learned that way for old Route Mappo before MGA discovered the new route, because MGA Mr. Guy Average is a really solid run of this game. Shoutouts to him. He's actually one of my inspirations for keeping running this category.
Yeah, he's one of the 4 people who have a completed run of this
category. No, P-Toil has a run of this category, not MGA.
No, he Wait, don't they both?
No.
It's not MGA. It's Junie, P-Toil, and Julio.
Yeah.
And of course MM2.
Yeah, who have one of the boards. I actually do have...
Heck MGA then.
Yeah, I actually do have world record in this category by a fair big margin, but the reason for that is because nobody else cares.
Well, I don't know. I think the fact that at least one of the super secret tricks was known to be incredibly much harder than we figured out a way to do now. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to be secretive.
Yeah, we'll get to the super secret tricks once we do the super secret tricks.
Super secret.
Yeah, this isn't Z Factor though. But
But it is a difficult run, kind of overall, and not just kind of doing the tricks in a vacuum can be fine, but just it's kind of a slog getting them all to line up
yeah,
in one cohesive run.
yeah. And then also there's just a lot of things in this run that can just catch you by surprise that you've never really had to deal with before. But yeah, so I should probably go on about why we're doing this whole cleanup, is because before Meridia, we actually need to have X-Ray, for some reasons that I'll get to when we actually use X-Ray. But X-Ray it's known for being a really broken item, and we need that for two things in Meridia. And if we're going to get X-Ray, we should also clean up Brenstar, since we need to do that before we do Lower Norfair. And it also is going to make Meridia a lot more comfy. So I'm going to try to get some B-Toms on me so I can farm some Power Bombs for them, because they drop Power Bombs at an extremely high rate. That wasn't ideal, but we make do with what we have.
Yep, and we'll get more up here. Say hi to the Edicos. Hello, friends. Yeah, X-Ray is pretty necessary in any vanilla category, or it can be depending on the strats you want to use. In any vanilla category that requires Suitless Meridia, in randomizer a lot, you don't see X-Ray used in Suitless Meridia because you can get the other things earlier than Meridia. But this category, X-Ray is one of the MVPs. You're not gonna visit the other animal?
No, it's slow.
No.
Sorry, Prof. Yeah, Professor School, aka Prof. He's known for being a very big Decora lover. He actually pioneered the category Free the Decora RTA. But we will not be...
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. I had world record in that for, like, a day. When it... Oh my god.
So I want all my friends to notice what MM2 did. Normally with these side hoppers, if you intend to kill them, you'll do, like, one super and then one shot of your beam. But since MM2 has Ice Beam, he did the shot first and then the super, so that he doesn't freeze the side hopper and have to do an extra shot. Big rando skills right there.
Yeah. I think I actually... Do I do the shot? I think I do the shot first anyway. Like, in Hundo, I do the shot first.
You might. It's probably better to just be in that habit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just doing a lot of cleanup. We did the Spore Spawn skip there by shooting the super on one of a bunch of pixels. And opening the back intended exit of Spore Spawn from the wrong side. Skipping the Spore Spawn fight. By Spore Spawn, we don't see it in this category.
Yeah, there are a bunch of places that you can stand for that to work, but the pixels surrounding all of those specific areas don't work for some reason.
Yeah, it's like to do with, like, I think the super's movement pattern and how many frames before it despawns or something.
Yeah, you missed the bingo tile.
Throw bingo in trash. I wasn't in the bingo tourney anyway.
Oh. Alright, one more item.
Yeah.
2 more items?
2. No, 3,
Pipe,
actually.
Is Pipe still there?
Yeah, I haven't done pipe yet.
Oh, yeah, this guy. I forgot about him.
Yeah, charge missile, we get this now because it's a few frames faster to get it while we wait for the power bomb to explode. And now we're gonna get the really annoying item that everybody in Rando hates, Waterway.
Yay, Waterway.
Woo.
It's just kind of slow. It's very slow if you don't have gravity, and then it's kind of slow if you do have gravity suit.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Super Metroid speedrunning, I'm getting this power bomb because I want it. But if you're not familiar with Super Metroid speedrunning, what I just did to get the Waterway E-Tank was, it's called a short charge, because of how the game was coded. It only checks for if you're pressing the dash button on 4 specific frames in Samus's animation to see if you're holding run to charge the speed booster. So if you're only pressing run on those 4 frames, then you can charge Spark in a lot less distance than the game intends you to.
To be fair, the waterway though there is enough room on the top for a normal just holding dash through the whole thing charge.
Yeah.
So if you don't know how to do a short charge at all, you can still get waterway.
Yeah, it's definitely like doable, but it's a lot more annoying than just having gravity suit and being able to just run through and get the item. Yeah, so now we're coming up to kind of a dangerous item, X-ray, but it's not really too dangerous. It's just like there's definitely a potential for me to take a lot of damage if I mess up, but it shouldn't be too big of a worry.
Yeah, all the spikes that line the X-ray hall coming up here are the hurdy spikes, as I like to call them. They do 60 damage without a suit. I'm used to randomizer suits, so I don't even know anymore. But
yeah,
he's taking a lot of damage, but he is perfectly fine. And then these waivers, see, as you can see, it can get in your way. And then you end up grappling and killing them instead of grappling the blocks, and it can be a disaster if you don't have a lot of health.
Yeah, the goal was to grapple that guy and then grapple the blocks immediately after, but I was just too slow. But yeah, so now we've got the X-ray scope. This is going to be a lot more useful in this category, like I've been saying. But now, we've got all of our cleanup done. Well, most of it done.
All our chores done.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of cleanup left to do, but that'll be a lot later in this run. Wow, nice power bomb drop.
Yeah, these fire fleas will almost always drop a power bomb at the waivers. Not so much.
Yeah, the waivers have like a 4% PB drop. But okay, so the next major thing we're going to do is Meridia, but there's an item in the very front of Meridia that needs a spark to get. And if you're underwater, you can't really get a spark too easily, so you have to bring one in from somewhere else using a glitch called a spike suit. And a spike suit is actually the biggest reason we put off Kraid, as well as the Kraid power bomb item. So now we're gonna go and do Kraid at like the 40-minute mark.
Yeah, secret's out now, guys.
Yeah.
So pay attention.
Yeah, this is the big reason why we were putting off Kraid for so long, because we don't really care too much about what he's got, but we do want that spike suit. So here's the power bomb item. It's a missile. Woo.
Ooh, that's it. That's the secret. Okay, go home. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding! Don't leave!
Ooh, leaf.
Ooh, leave. Well, but first, before we get to Kraid, we've got to get through mini Kraid. Oh.
Aw.
You didn't even get to see him! Come on.
Well, if you wanted to see mini Kraid, then you can run old route where you actually see him, because you don't have speed booster. Run dashless. Oh my god, who would actually run dashless?
Wasn't me.
It isn't me. Yeah, so those shots into the ground weren't actually for memes. They're for 1 second. Okay, they were for trying to kill some claws under the ground that are causing lag and trying to make them less laggy.
I appreciate you calling them claws and not fingernails, which sounds creepy.
Oh my god.
Oh, he tried right there to get the spike suit. So, of course, skipping the berry suit, because that is the rules. But in this hallway here is where we are going to attempt to get the spike suit. So what you have to do is charge your shine spark, and then morph and unmorph and trigger your shine spark on exactly the correct frames. As you're hitting the spikes. Different frames, so these are all different, separate inputs.
Yeah.
It's super hard and impossible.
Yeah.
But MM2 is gonna get it.
This is actually my least favorite part of the run because it feels so much like RNG. Because it kind of is, but it's not. It's like 100% skill, but it's also dumb, and I hate it. Oh, second bad frame. I've gotten the bad frame twice, and I haven't gotten it once. I had one time when I got the bad frame 5 times in a row. Yeah, so we're gonna be here until we get it. Oh my god, that's the third bad frame.
again.
The fourth.
Yeah, how are
Yeah.
you so? Yeah, shout out to Toasty.
Yeah, the bad frame is what happens if you do the second jump input a frame early. But it has to be exactly 1 frame early.
And it's a jump input because if you're morphed and you hit the jump button, you unmorph, actually. Unless you have spring ball.
Yeah, if you have spring ball, then spike suit becomes a lot more annoying, and you should just turn it off.
Yep.
But yeah, you'll be able to tell once I get it. Oh my god, can't short charge. I got it first. I got it first try this morning. So. Oh, there we go. There we go.
There it is. Nicely done. Okay, so he has a shine spark stored, so he wants to be very careful to not trigger it before he gets to the place that he wants to use it.
Like that.
Oh, like that.
Well, guess we have to go back and get it again.
So one of the things that triggers your spark to go off is doing like a straight up and down jump rather than a spin jump. So he was trying to always spin jump. But it's actually kind of hard there because that's pretty much a vertical shaft.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, second try.
I got this time.
Okay, got it second try. Let's not do a straight jump this time.
Everything is fine. Spin jumps only. Kill these not friends. Big jerks.
Okay.
Big flying jerks.
That
Okay.
room's actually the hardest room to carry the spike suit through.
Should be fine now. And we'll get this E-tank, so
Yeah.
we'll be perfectly okay getting the item that we need to get. And then also, you can see there, he jumped straight up and down, but he was holding the angle button. The angle down prevents it from going off. Angle up does not work. Only angle down. In case you were wondering.
Yeah. Angle up doesn't angle up shine spark, which is not what we want.
It's not ideal.
But yeah, so you'll notice I'm playing these rooms quite safe, because if I blow the spike suit earlier than I want to, then I have to go all the way back and get it again. And that's not ideal.
All the way
So
back. Like 3 whole rooms.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 5 billion.
So we'll
Okay.
click on this item that we want to get. Here we go.
Here we
Stand
go.
on this plant.
We got it.
Woo!
So yeah, that's what that spike suit's needed for. It is pretty much impossible to get it any other way. But yeah, so we got the main straight missile, and we're now in Meridia, and we're going to be here for quite a while, actually. Meridia is the longest section in this run. It's a lot slower than it normally is because you don't have gravity. Lower Norfair is also slower than it is normally, but not having Varia in Lower Norfair doesn't impact you as much as not having gravity in Meridia.
Yeah, this I kind of alluded to earlier. It's a lot nicer grapple underwater. You have more time to kind of line up your shot to the blocks that you need to grab.
Yeah.
So we're going in, and we're going straight for Botchwoon.
Yeah.
So we don't like that guy.
Yeah, Botswoon needs to die at some point, and it's also better to get the rest of front of Meridia items once we have space jumps. Specifically, the Mama Turtle items are the main culprits of this. But everything else is it's a little bit nicer. And I'm taking a save there because there's a room coming up called Coliseum that it's very possible to soft lock in, or just kill Samus by falling into the sand, and that is pretty much a forced reset if that happens. So this is the main reason we want grapple. It's not necessary to do that grapple jump there, but it's the fastest way to get through that room without gravity. So we have grapple for that, and then we also need ice. The reason we get ice early, normally in 100% you would get ice later, but we get ice early for this clip here. With this Metroid, we should crouch, freeze him in a specific position, and jump through. And
Easy game.
yeah, that skips the speed requirement for the pre-Botswoon room. Oh my.
Up pattern, because it's a marathon.
Yep, bad pattern. Batoon gave me the top
Yay.
pattern. Woo. Yeah, the top
Thank
pattern
you,
actually
Batoon.
hurts me a lot more in this category because it's a lot more annoying to get shots in.
And then standing in the bottom left corner as you were is fine against every single spit pattern except the one he just did. And then, of course, he'll never hit you if he's not doing any of the spit patterns. But we get through it. We're fine. Everything's okay.
Yep. And now we can grab the Batoon E-Tank and proceed on to Dragon. Let's not fall down the sand. Missed that morph because I tried to be too aggressive, but yeah. Falling down the sand there is really bad because there's no transition back up. You have to go all the way back around and do the clip again. And it's really slow.
He's getting through this hallway by doing some jump morphs to get through the tunnels that you can't really see. You can kind of see on some of them.
Yeah. There's
In case you were wondering.
You're supposed to go through this tunnel from the back and have speed to go through the front, but
Yeah.
who follows the rules anyway? Yeah, I want 15 supers at this point. I have 15 actually. Let's go. Didn't even notice. I was like, oh, I want 15. I should probably talk about wanting 15 because I'm going to be farming.
Heck
But then I got 15. 15 is just my number. Some people go for higher, some people go for lower. I say some people like they exist.
yeah.
Yep.
Who are these people?
Who are these people, anyway? I don't know.
Yeah, and then grapple 100% necessary for this when you don't have space jump.
No, no. There's a way to do it with just ice, actually.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Them too. Nobody does.
Yeah, it's terrible and it sucks a lot, but it's definitely possible. Please just grapple the block, thank you.
I don't like grapple, and I'll get grapple for that.
Yeah, that grapple on the single grapple block near the end of that room is extremely annoying, and if you miss it. So now we're going to take our save before Dragon and let these Metroids damage us down a bit, because we need to be on low health for the Dragon fight.
Yeah,
That's good.
so if you're not familiar, we're going to be setting up to do a crystal flash, and therefore get a flash suit from Dragon. I'll kind of explain it kind of as the fight's going. But that's why we want to be damaged down a bit here.
Yeah, this fight's actually going to be very similar to the reverse boss order fight, if you've watched that, for most of it. And then after the fight, it's going to be a bit different.
It's kind of the easiest way to damage down in this fight is to get hit by everything now. So kill these turrets and then use the grapple beam to lower your health and your reserves, because you need to be under 50 or 50 or under to make a crystal flash go off.
Yeah.
And as long as Dragon is doing swoops, you're not going to get hit by her if you stay in a morph. Then you're waiting for this goop phase, because you want to be doing a crystal flash while she is gooping. And so now MM2 has a flash suit.
And now I need to not blow it.
Do not blow it. Blowing a flash suit is really easy.
Dragon,
Same
you
as blowing
suck!
a spike suit. And now MM2 wants another goop phase. Because what he wants to do is activate his Shine Spark right before he gets grabbed.
Like that.
So, very nice! So that Dragon grabbing him interrupts the Shine Spark. Now he has a blue suit. It's called a blue suit because normally you are blue when you have it, but because he's underwater without gravity, he's not blue.
Yeah. It will look blue for like about 10 seconds. No, we jumped through the Coliseum with it, so it's gonna be blue for a while.
Yeah, sometimes it's blue.
But yeah, so we got Space Jump, and now for one of the harder parts of this run, getting out of Dragon. Dragon fight was easy compared to getting out.
Yeah. It's a little easier to hold on to a blue suit than a flash suit. However, he will lose his blue suit if he hits the dash button, if he dashes.
Well, if I dash out of water. If I gain
Yeah.
dash speed, I think it is. Or also
Yeah,
important,
while you're running.
if I sink any bit into sand, I lose my blue suit instantly. Can I please get this grapple jump? That'd be very nice. There we go. Alright.
Ooh.
Got it. And now I need to turn off morph. But MO2, why are you turning off the most important item in the game? Well, we'll see. Please work. That's high, I think.
Yeah, there might be a little bit.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get door stuck. And the reason I want to get door stuck is so that I can do what's called an X-ray climb and keep this blue suit. Because I need to have some way to get out of this the precious room, which is also the room before Dragon. And okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna be quiet for a bit because X-ray climbing is hard.
Yeah. So normally, if you've seen RBO reverse boss order, you use the blue suit so that you can shine spark out of here. But we need our shine spark for later for the aqueduct items. So MM2 has no choice but to X-ray climb out. Basically, what he's doing is X-ray. If you are crouched and you activate X-ray and you turn facing the other way, you stay in the same spot horizontally. And then if you turn and release X-ray kind of at the same time, you actually force stand. And so you move up just a little bit vertically. And that's kind of what MM2 is trying to do here. And he's using his mini-map in the top right corner to kind of know that he's up to the top of the room. And you'll even see him turn blue once he's finally out of the water. Like that, see? So he knows he's out of the water. So he knows he's kind of safe to jump out from the wall.
Yeah, I just need to not press run. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Alright, now we get to go through this room without pressing dash, which is a lot slower. Optimally, you actually grapple onto these grapple blocks, but that's risky, and I don't want to do that. Because if I lose this blue suit, I have to kill Dragon again, because there's no way to get another blue suit without doing really slow and stupid shit, and it's just faster to kill Dragon.
Yeah. And maybe you're kind of asking, like, oh, why didn't you save after that? But you can't carry your blue suit through a save or death or reset. So there's really no point in actually saving. But
yeah, it's actually detrimental to save because if I need to reset it, I want my blue suit again. And if I save with Dragon dead, I can't revive Dragon to get another blue suit. So it's just better to not save. But yeah, so we got our blue suit. We actually are able to speed through these through these speed blocks because we have what the game thinks is stuff to break speed blocks.
yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, just slope spark. Well, no, I'm not going to slope spark because that's I'll leave that to like ED and Croak.
Yep.
All right. Bless snail RNG.
Bless snail RNG.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. If you get hit by a snail in that spark, you lose 7 minutes because you have to go and get your blue suit again, or you have to G mode and get these items with a really slow backup that's also inconsistent and dumb, and I hate it. Oh crap, I forgot to take Dre refill. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. I'm gonna...
No.
Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, I should farm here, because... Yeah, because everything hurts a lot.
Yeah, really it hurts.
Yeah. So yeah, normally in PB attempts, I just take Dragon refill after killing Dragon, because I want the health for all the stuff. But I'm just gonna farm up to... I'll farm up to 6 tanks, because I feel like that's a safe number. I should be fine.
Do I have a minute to sneak in a couple donations, guys?
Go for it. Now's a good time.
All right, awesome. We have $10 from JDNSR, paying his penalty box tax from the Hades run. And we also have $5 from ProPiece saying pet snout.
Ah, pet snout.
Who pet me?
Thank you guys so much for all of your donations. Please keep them coming. Our next goal is at $1,000.
Yeah, and also
So we're about $380 away from our next donation benchmark.
yeah, and also don't forget about the save or kill the animals run at incentive at the end of this run. Currently, it looks like save is winning by a lot, so Oh yeah, I forgot to turn morph back on. Oh my god. I did that in my run earlier today. Forgot to just turn morph back on after X-ray climbing because you don't need it for a while.
Yeah, okay, I forgot that you turned that off.
Yeah, I only remember because I tried to morph over that snail. But alright, so contrary to literally every category that does the sandpits in this game, we do left sandpit first, even though it's like usually faster to do right sandpit first. It's actually faster to do right sandpit first in this category as well, but that requires doing a really stupid wall jump in order to get the right sandpit right item without spring ball. And
what the heck, no hole in easy shuffle?
yeah, I don't know. I usually even try for the Ho and DT shuffle. Like, I just forgot. That's all.
That seemed pretty fast. It's okay.
But yeah, so now for the actually really dangerous rooms that don't seem too dangerous, the sand halls, because all these enemies deal a tank apiece, and it's very easy to just get stuck in the sand and take a bunch of hits over and over and just not be able to get out.
Yeah, normally if you had gravity suit, you could just kill the enemies that are hurting you, but you kind of need them to stand on,
Yeah.
like MM2 is doing here.
Yeah, I don't need that one. I do.
Not that one.
I do
That
need
one's
this
bad.
one. Heck.
This guy you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you wanna. So a power bomb will make them come back out of the sand,
That's too high.
but you don't want the power bomb to double hit it and kill it. So that's why he laid the power bomb really high.
Okay, this should
That
work.
looks good.
All right.
Now what he's going to do to get up to his spring ball item is called a flatly jump. So he's gonna grapple the block open, he's gonna get to the very, very, very tippy edge of this, and then I think it's jump and then the direction in quick succession?
No, I do the direction then
Or
jump.
is it direction then jump? I couldn't remember. And then he needs to kinda, so you can see how the water kinda goes up and down. He wants to time his jump so that he kinda is at the edge of the water line when he jumps up there. And then space jump is pretty much invaluable for that. You hit the water line with space jump, you can usually space jump your way out of it.
Yeah, and now we have Shack Tool.
Shack Tool, our friend.
Yeah. So in coming up is, in my opinion, the coolest part of the out of the run, because it's a really inventive way to get the worst item in the game without the worst item in the game. And yeah, it's called an R jump, but I actually do it with L. So you could call it an L jump, but it's called an R jump. Because I don't know, that's what ED called it.
Yeah, R jump because R is typically people's angle up or angle down button. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah.
But either angle button works. And this is basically the reason why no one has ever run this category, because pretty much getting Spring Ball items suitless without Spring Ball already was known to be pretty much impossible. So what he's doing here is a force stand with the X-ray. He's gonna get this super fast so that I can't explain it.
Oh my god.
But basically, just kind of the same as the X-ray climb. You're turning and releasing X-ray so that Samus actually force stands up, so her head is actually in the ceiling.
There we go.
Ooh! And then you kind of buffer the release of the angle button. And that second one's a little bit easier. I don't know if you can explain it better, but you kind of buffer the release, or you pause buffer a jump and then the release of the angle button. To kind of make your jump a little bit shorter so that you can actually get up into the little crevice there.
Yeah, what I do is I pause buffer I pause buffer both of the down and, well, I buffer the first one with the X-ray turn, and then I buffer the second one with the pause, which is actually the entire reason for the pause. I forgot to jump. It's actually important to remember to jump, fun fact. But alright, so that's, in my opinion, the most unique part of the speedrun. I don't really remember any speedrun where you do that trick in this game, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, so we've got Spring Ball. The run sucks now because we have Spring Ball, but that's just how it is. And now we can go and get the plasma beam. We don't actually have to have spring ball for anything but one item in the right sandpit, but it's just faster to get it now because there's just no better time to get it.
And much to everyone's relief, the plasma beam is actually not underwater.
Yeah, so for the next like minute or two, we're actually not going to be underwater, which is going to be kind of a breath of fresh air, literally.
The takeoff water helmet.
Yeah, the enemies still hurt a lot, so it's very important that I not get hit, because if I do, then I take like sometimes over a tank of damage. Oh my god, okay, everything sucks. There is absolutely zero good backups for this room. It's just get it or cry yourself to sleep.
It's a bad room.
Yeah.
Let's just admit it.
Yeah, I find I play it a lot safer in max Suitless than I do in like things like Hundo because I take 4 times as much damage. Yeah.
And these pirates here, they take specific things to actually kill them. Like the plasma beam, of course. I think it's intended to kind of teach you that. They won't die to just any old thing.
Yeah. I think it's here to teach you that plasma's better than Spazer.
Yeah. Which is obvious, but if you need to be taught, now you know.
Yeah. Yeah, in Hundo you'd usually go through the Cack Attack alley, but we're not going to do that in this category because I'm not consistent enough at getting through Cack Attack alley without gravity in this direction. So we're just going to go through the front of Meridia. And also we need to do more stuff in the front of Meridia. Also, this is like, I've been in Meridia for 20 minutes and I still have like 10 more minutes of Meridia left. This is just a testament to how much time we spend in Meridia.
Now, Suitless Cack Attack Alley from left to right is quite a bit harder than right to left.
Yeah, let's... Oh god. Okay.
Now we're stuck in sand.
Yeah, this room is extremely difficult if you mess up. Oh god. Can we get out? Thank you. Alright. And now, my second least favorite part of the run. My least favorite spike suit, my second least favorite part is the underwater GGG. Because it sucks.
It's green gate glitch, which technically it doesn't have to do, but I'm doing it because reasons.
Because it's faster.
Yeah. Unless you don't get it, then it's
There we
slower.
go.
Nice, nicely done.
Yeah, didn't...
Your timing's just a little bit different.
Yeah, I do it on the down. On the way down. Alright, let's go for the
Nice.
spring ball jump I was practicing in practice, because it's kind of cool.
Yeah, so what MM2 is going to attempt to do is not kill this fish with his plasma beam. Very nicely done. Step 1. Gonna get up here. You would normally need a double spring ball jump to get over this platform, but you can actually get on that fish with a single spring ball jump. He's gonna do it. He's got it. I believe.
Oh, look at that.
No,
Nice.
very nice. Nicely
So that
done.
saves actually like about a minute, I'd say. I do need to actually remember to go back and get crab supers though.
Yeah, this
So-
way he doesn't have to go all the way up and around with spring ball jumps or ice beam, which takes significantly longer. He did a really nice job. Oh, how did that not hit you? I don't know.
I don't know. It's been not hitting me consistently, so I just do it. And
Oh,
yeah, like it happened. I think the last 2 runs I've done of this category. All right, nice. We got Mama Turtle missiles without crying, so that also saves a bunch.
yeah, you gotta be careful with Mama. She does 200 damage with no suits.
Yeah.
You get oh, see there? He's space jumping on the water line, even if you don't see the space jump animation. Very cute.
Yeah. So now I'm going to attempt to freeze this fish again without killing it. Look at that. Alright, nice.
Nice to fish.
Yeah. Hardest part of this run is actually just not killing the fishes when you don't want to kill them. I'm also going to try to not kill this crab.
Crabs as well. This plasma beam can double hit enemies really easily.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised I haven't like accidentally killed an enemy that I want yet. All right, nice. We got crab super. Or we're about to get crab supers. All right. And now we can get crab supers. I used to get crab supers before mama turtle items, but since I'm doing the spring ball jump up fish tank, I can get crab supers after. And then optimally you would do a blind foosball out of here. And I missed it. Oh no. I blame spring ball because it sucks.
Yep, it's a bad item. Why did we even get it? Should be 97% Suitless.
Yeah. Well, if we did 97%, then oh my god, what am I doing? I literally froze the fish, and then I went to turn spring ball back on.
Oh no.
Even though having spring ball off is literally better for this. Yeah. So for those who don't know, if you have spring ball on, when you're doing a grapple jump, it makes the grapple jump, in my opinion, worse because I learned to do it the way that needs spring ball off. But I can do it the way that has spring ball on, but it's more annoying in my opinion. So now we're gonna go up and get the beach items. You like to have space jump for this, but it's not required. Also, I'm gonna break tradition and get the beach missile second because this fish comes over here really quickly. Oh no, I killed it.
Oh no.
Okay,
see,
there we go.
See, that's what we mean.
Yeah, I just shoot it and it just dies. That just can just happen. Probably should have waited.
Yeah.
Probably should have gone over farther to the right and killed it there. But yeah, so now since it's dead, I'm gonna either have to get really lucky with this backup fish. Maybe? Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Gaming.
Yeah, nice low there. What a gamer. M2 is wrong about grapple jump being hard with spring ball on, by the way. It's wrong.
Well, spot
It's a very divisive trick
yeah.
in that regard.
Yeah, it generally just depends on which way you learned it.
Yep.
Yeah. So this health is actually really good for this point in the run. We get Mama Turtle E-Tank later because we also want the health for the Hell Run to Nutella refill right before Lower Norfair. Because we are going to get a refill on health before we do Lower Norfair, but we're not going to... but we're going to have health going into that. So it's really important to have a lot of health coming out of Meridia.
You're coming up on the last two items in Meridia, right?
Yeah, we've got...
Right, Sandpit.
Yeah, 2 items left in Meridia, and then we're done. Forever.
Good riddance.
Yeah. Meridia is actually like one of the 2 areas we do on the first visit. The other being Wrecked Ship, which we actually haven't done and will not do until the very end. And I'll touch on why we do that once we get there. But for now, we've got the more annoying Sandpit that has also won me an SMZ3 race. I'll leave the context for that to those who know.
Yeah, this right, although the left Sandpit looks like it is built and intended for you to have spring ball to get those items, the right Sandpit, it's actually virtually hard required. I don't think completely impossible, but virtually impossible without spring ball.
Yeah, if you want to get the right Sandpit right item without spring ball, you have to change your name to Aussie 101.
And it's already taken, so...
Yeah, it is.
Good luck.
Yeah, shoutouts to Aussie because he's a big gamer.
Huge gamer. Yeah, it's this power bomb over here. So you're gonna want to do a spring ball jump out of the sand. So it's a little bit more trickier than traditionally, because you want to get a good jump out of the sand. Usually you can achieve that by like kind of holding an angle
I need
button
to have
when
spring
you
ball
land
off.
on the sand. And yes, you need spring ball off, and you need to
That looks
jump
maybe.
and morph into the spot. I think that looked good.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then when you come out of the pause, underwater you can be holding the jump button as far as I do it, and then you'll get a nice little boost up.
Yeah, then I'm going to arm pump through this because arm pumping is actually quite important underwater, more so than it is above water. And now we get to be extremely sad because this room sucks if you fall into the sand like that. But I killed the guys, so it's a lot. Oh my god, I actually got up there? No way.
Yeah, the sandfall, if you're like jumping out of the sandfall, it kind of pushes you up. So it's a little bit easier to get out that way. And you kind of, if you have kind of like a long length that you can kind of spin jump across if you're stuck in the sand, you can usually get out pretty easily. If you don't have a long length to get out of, it is possible to get out if you're stuck in the sand. It's tricky though.
Yeah, there's one spot where it actually is a soft block period the end. But that is, yeah, it's like 2 tiles long, I think. So now we're out of Meridia, done with that place. Now we're on to my favorite part of the speedrun, Lower Norfair.
Well, yeah, so we have quite a bit more resources than you might have in a regular reverse boss order run, but it's still quite difficult.
Yeah, because unlike reverse boss order, you have to get a lot more items.
Yep, you can't just skip all the rooms that don't matter. You actually have to go into those rooms and pick up those items.
Yeah, you don't get to skip all the rooms that don't matter, though. Well, no, you do get to skip some of the rooms that don't matter, because this isn't Mappo. You don't have to go literally everywhere.
When is Mappo 98% Suitless?
I tried to route that once. It's so terrible. It's like just having to route hell runs without like while having to get map tiles. It's so awful. I hate it. I won't say I'll never do it. I kind of want to do it just because I know it'll be so bad, but it would be one of the worst things ever. Also, it's worth noting I've got 80 in reserve, so that's not enough to do the Crystal Flash after the Chozo. I'm gonna have to Crystal Flash before the Chozo because game sucks.
You did it before in your PV, so I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I'll be fine, but optimally you do it after because reasons. But okay, so we talked a bit earlier about the lava dive. This is the lava dive. It's one of the two. I guess it's one of the 2 ways into Lower Norfair, but it's the only real viable one, and it's not really too difficult either. I really should not say that while doing the trick. Okay, didn't curse
Very
myself. Nice.
No curse.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take the save here? Or
No, I will not, because if I save here and don't have enough health for Chozo, then I'll be very sad. I will take.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Oh crap! I forgot to turn on speed. I need to do that.
Yeah. And also turn on speed because here on this little path here, going over to the left, he's gonna actually want to get blue echoes. There he goes.
Okay.
Because these fireballs will knock you down with screw attack or pseudo screw by holding charge beam, but they will not permeate your blue suit.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for health. Wait patiently.
So he's gonna perform a crystal flash here in a heated room, which means you kind of want to lay your power bomb a little bit earlier than the standard 50 or under health, so that's safe for you. And then also note that even while the crystal flash is filling up your health, you're also taking damage at the same time. So his reserves are not going to be completely full after all of this is said and done, and
No,
you're
they
still
will.
taking damage from the Chozo statue draining the acid.
Yeah. Also, no.
Why won't they?
No,
Is it because of the statue?
No, they will be full because in practice they've been full.
What?
If you have more tanks,
Hush,
yeah.
Is it more than 2?
I don't know how many tanks it is, but
Huh.
All I know is in this route, you get 200 in reserve, and that's enough to sit in acid before
3.
Ridley.
Yeah, maybe it is just 3 or 4 or more.
Yeah, I think it's actually just the total tanks that matters. But yeah. So we didn't get the friendliest patterns from GT there. We want orbs if we can have them, because orbs give us possibilities to farm supers off of GT. But we're not going to sit around and farm supers because that's slow. And we... Yeah, we should...
You didn't fight GT? GT who?
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You have to have 14 tanks for my reserve tank nonsense to matter. Sorry. So easy GT fight, and then we have a refill right here, and then we're gonna go to Misery Mire. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that 98% does include Link to the Past.
so hold on, everybody.
Yeah, hold on. We'll need to extend the estimate by about 2 more hours. I'm joking. I'm joking. We're actually on pace to be quite underestimate.
Yay. Oh heck.
Yeah, that door actually sucks a lot.
Yeah. Lock the door. We might get fast pillars?
Maybe?
Pause rock? Maybe?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll get mediocre pillars instead.
That's about how I feel when I'm screw attacking these pillars in this category.
So don't forget the most forgotten item when I was a little kid trying to 100% Super Metroid. Mouse pistols up here.
Yeah, so normally if you fall down those crumble blocks, you lose a minute. In this category, if you fall down those crumble blocks, you just die. So it's important
You
to
lose everything.
yeah. I still play it really aggressive in PB attempts because I'd feel bad if I didn't. Let's like, oh my god, that room was such a mess. I bonked on like everything I could. Okay, we should be fine, but this is not ideal.
Yeah.
Just
You should have plenty of health to get over to the Firefleet E-Tank, and then get a nice refill. We kind of think overall it's better to be able to get Firefleet on the way out of Ridley, but it calls for it in this instance.
yeah. And plus it's hard to get Firefleet later because you have to have a Crystal Flash, and then you also have to do Ridley on that same Crystal Flash if you want to make it worth, and that's hard. So, yeah.
We get a few extra PBs here because, like I said earlier, the Firefleet is almost guaranteed to be a PB drop. And we're just gonna go fast.
Yeah. I need to revisit my map completion routes and take the save I always forget.
Yeah, we're in a good position to take the save here.
Yeah. So this is, from now until like pre-Ridley, this is going to be a very standard hundo Lower Norfair, minus the fact that I'm taking heat damage. But really, actually, the biggest difference until right before Ridley is that I'm going to be doing a different strategy in Metal Pirates. Because I've got X-Ray and I can microwave them.
Ooh. Yeah, despite getting X-ray and charge and plasma in this category, there's not a whole lot you can microwave.
Well, we can microwave Fantoon.
Yep. Pirates, because why not? You
Yeah.
actually do not need charge to microwave the pirates.
Yeah.
But you can.
Yeah. It's actually faster RTA to not microwave the pirates, but it saves health to microwave the pirates. This has actually been a really good Firefleas to Ridley hell run. So if I really wanted to, like if I was behind on PB, I might just barge into Ridley right now and not farm at all. But I would never dream of doing that in a marathon. I'm not Zenny.
Yeah. 99% of the time in RVL, and here now, as we can see, we're going to use that grapple beam and angle down to farm kind of the quickest way possible, It's gonna take damage on the acid, and then get down to around like 70 health when he lays the power bomb for the Crystal Flash. And then we'll barge into Ridley.
Yeah. This is actually a really comfy Ridley fight in terms of not having suits standards.
Yeah, M2's actually not going to use supers for this fight. Just going to go ahead and use the full beam combo, which is 20 shots.
Oh boy.
And if things do go awry, Ridley's item, of course, behind that door is an E-Tank, but he also has enough ammo to perform a Crystal Flash if it were to come to that. So, you are allowed
13.
to get hit by Ridley a couple times in this instance. You still don't want to, it's still not ideal, but it's not going to wreck your run.
Oh boy, this is...
Oh, this is...
I think I'm dead, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead. No, I'm dead. I don't have enough health to survive.
Yeah.
Heck.
Heck!
Well, this is why we save. I died for like the first time taking my in Ridley in practice. But yeah, so that's gonna lose like 3 minutes. We're still very much on pace to be underestimate.
Yeah. I don't know if it was even that much time, but maybe just about.
Yeah, something
It got
around
close there. Took a little too many. I think. I don't know if
It was a really
you
sloppy
actually
fight.
miscounted or if it was just the wrong time to jump into his claw.
Yeah.
But basically Ridley, like, he can and will often keep doing things even if he's at 0 HP. So you kind of really want to pay attention to your shot count, or if you're using supers, to your super count, how many you've gotten into him. Because basically, the optimal thing is to jump into his claw so that he grabs you and ends the fight. You can also just morph into a ball and wait for him to finish all of his business and then pick you up. You don't want to, like, keep antagonizing him when he's at 0 HP, because he will keep going even though he's dead, and you're kind of just ruining it for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually quite a sloppy fight. I took like 3 or 4 hits before trying to get grabbed, and then I missed the grab, and then it all went downhill.
Yeah, you were probably like 10 or 20 energy from just being able to grab drops. But very, very close. Good heads up trying to get the Crystal Flash off in time.
Yeah, I figured that was a better try than trying to pause buffer.
Mm-hmm.
I should actually... No, I think it would have been better to try to pause buffer.
Yeah, that was an option I kind of forgot about.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're back and better than ever.
Yeah, this is actually really good resources. So yeah, Ridley, take 2.
Take 2.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Nice, getting that first plasma shot off pretty much as soon as you can get it to hit him.
11, 13.
And a nice pogo pattern, which can be kind of hard to hit him in because your beam is so wide. Usually Spazer is kind of the worst one for
Wow,
that.
I thought he was gonna swoop again. Oh
Yeah.
my god, Ridley.
Oh,
Ridley,
Ridley,
please.
please.
Okay.
See, sometimes that's just what he does. He'll just kind of, it's called ramming, I think is what we all call it.
Yeah.
Even though he's dead, he's just like, nah, I don't feel like picking you up yet. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep hitting you.
Yeah. I anticipated him swooping, so I tried to jump and be over him. But yeah, so Ridley's dead now. The rest of the run is actually quite low intensity. Well, I say low intensity. We're still in Lower Norfolk. We can still totally die.
Yeah. Mistakes can be made, but not typical, and you have tons of health. And then MM2 now has enough ammo to actually perform 2 crystal flashes.
Yeah, I will be getting a power bomb pack in the Lower Norfair Escape, so I will actually have plenty of ammo because I will be using like a bunch of power bombs on the escape.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, you have to be 50 or under in health, and that includes reserves. So if you have anything in your reserve tanks, it won't work. But you also need at least 10 missiles, 10 supers, and 11 power bombs because you need to lay a power bomb to perform the crystal flash.
Yeah, I won't be saving here because if I die, it's actually, well, it's actually a lot less likely that I die on the Lower Norfair Escape than it is anywhere else in Lower Norfair. And then, oh my god, I took another key under hit. I did that in practice. What the heck? But I did it in Franker Z. It's okay, we should be fine. But yeah. Taking that key under hit is actually another good reason not to save, because if I like get soft locked here because I don't have enough health to make it out, which I shouldn't, I should be fine. But if I was stuck with a bad save, then that would be very bad.
Yeah, typically the escape is pretty safe, especially for you in this case because you're going to have enough for the 2 crystal flashes anyway. But yeah, it is very possible to get yourself stuck at a save point where neither your ammo or your ability to farm is good, and you're just stuck there forever and ever.
Yeah, so my reserve's gonna pop in this room, and then I should probably Crystal Flash and Fire Blaze, because Crystal Flashing on slopes is a terrible idea. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just take 2 flames and be fine. I'll be on 6 after the second one, but no matter.
6.
Alright, so there's the LN Escape Crystal Flash. You want to be able to do that in a heated room, but it is how it is. And we have enough for another one after Upper Norfair cleanup.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of places where it's super safe to do a crystal flash in LN. That's kind of the other thing. It's getting hit by an enemy during a crystal flash animation. You get hit by the enemy every single frame, so you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, especially if it's like an enemy that does a lot of damage or that doesn't move too fast. Oh my god. That was... Oh my god, that actually sucks a lot, taking that key under hit. You want to be on higher health than this, so I will have to Crystal Flash again. But I have the ammo for it, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay at this point, it's just not super ideal. He has to go over to the left side room here, the Norfair Reserve, and there's 2 missile packs as well over here, and then also get those cathedral missiles that we talked about earlier. So I'll have to do a crystal flash at some point to get out of Norfair alive.
Yeah, this is actually really nice resources though, particularly the super count. I've had like super counts of like 12 at this point, and you need like 10 if you're gonna crystal flash. Yeah, so after we're done with Upper Norfair cleanup, we're gonna be finally heading up to the top of Red Tower and getting the alpha power bombs.
Getting first power bombs.
Yeah. The very first ones.
Yep. Alpha, obviously.
Yeah. Also, I need to remember to not lay a power bomb in this room because we need to go back and visit an old friend.
I forgot about this missile.
Yeah. So a big thing about this category is, I've talked about it earlier, but I'll talk about it again. The cathedral missiles in the next room. You can't get them early because you don't have enough health for them in this route. But, oh my god, what am I doing? But,
don't get hit by the squeaked.
Yeah, that has killed runs, but in early game, not in late game. Okay, let's kill you, or at least freeze you.
Yeah, kill him, please. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Okay, calm, settle.
There we go. Alright.
Alright, we're good. We're all good. Yeah, we don't want that Garuda flying around while he's trying to Crystal Flash.
Yeah, because that Garuda is one of the guys that can just kill you if he wants during a Crystal Flash, and that is not what we want to have happen. Because I haven't saved since before Ridley.
It's real with jetpacks.
Yeah, so that is the last item in Upper Norfair. You're gonna have a split for it because it's very easy to forget it. But yeah, now we get to go up and get 2 power bomb packs. You actually have to worry about your power bomb count a fair bit in this category because you don't have as many power bombs for Lower Norfair as you might like, because you only get to have 25 because you just don't have the opportunity to get any more before Lower Norfair.
Yeah. Vanilla Super Metroid only has 58 of each super missiles. Super Metroids. Super missiles and power bombs. 2 are up here. As for power bombs, it is.
Nice. That strat on top of Red Tower is deceptively difficult.
Yeah,
but
that was awesome.
Yeah, getting that feels really sick.
It looks cool too.
Yeah, now now we're just breezing through some early game areas. Oh my god. Heckin' Spring Ball. Very annoying.
Most of the game is pretty easy here on out, at least up until Turian. Not a whole lot different than normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I will be saving before... I'll probably just save before Mother Brain, because... Gotta have the suspense on whether the run's valid or not.
This marathon. Yep. Our last... Not our last, actually. We still need criteria power bombs too, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we still gotta do criteria power bombs.
There's tons of power bombs up here, guys. Tons.
Yeah. It would be nice to be able to have Gauntlet E-Tank and criteria power bombs before Lower Norfair, but it's just too slow to get them, particularly the Gauntlet items without Screw Attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then criteria PBs, which are only option early in the game, we need to be unlocked up there, which is also really slow.
Well, no, you could Shine Spark up there because we go there once we have speed, but...
So it's not early. Speed is late.
Well, if you're early, you don't have power bombs.
You're kind of close to there, I guess.
Yeah.
It seems like the kind of run where there are a lot of ways that you could clear out. They're still pretty viable, but
Yeah.
this seems like a decently fast. The fastest without anything too stupid.
If we want to talk about the actually optimal max percent Suitless route, I'm pretty sure it involves Moon Dance and early X-Ray, and then doing Meridia immediately after Upper Norfair cleanup, and then after Upper Norfair cleanup doing and then after like just doing Upper Norfair into Kraid, into Meridia, into Lower Norfair, and then Retro Brenstar into Wreck Ship into Turian. It would be terrible, and I'm not going to do it because I don't like Moon Dance. At least that's the biggest reason.
Cheater dance.
Yeah, cheater dance. I'll actually agree with you on that. Alright, so if you feel like it, guess a Phantoon pattern. There are 3 options, slow, mid, or fast. You only get 1 guess because this is going to be a 1-round fight, because we get to microwave Phantoon. But he still gets to throw a pattern at us. So, yeah, there's a 50% chance it'll be a slow, 25 for mid, 25 for fast. Not a fast. And it's a mid. And we managed to keep Phantoon on screen, which saves like a couple seconds.
And he doesn't even want to look at you. His eye is pointing up, right?
Yeah, Fantine doesn't want to look at Samus without her suit. Yeah, this segment, if you've ever watched a max % GT code speedrun, this segment's going to be really similar to the new route of that category. Because just of the equipment set. We don't have Gravity Suit, so Wreck Ship E-Tank's going to be a bit different, but yeah. Outside of that, it's pretty similar. Also, we don't have infinity resources. Grapple deboost? Damn. Yeah, optimally you do a grapple boost off of that spark above the item, but we weren't able to get it. Oh well.
Is that kind of like how you grapple blocks to try to get the X-ray item again? Or is it different?
No, I grappled early this time instead of late.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're just cruising at this point. There's a lot of rooms that in other categories you have to worry about ammo management and health management. And we don't really need to worry about either of those until really Turian. We just get to blast away at everything. Which is really nice if you're used to strats where you have everything, like sometimes in Rando or anything.
Yeah, all of these enemies up here have no idea what's coming for them with the screw attack and the plasma beam.
Yeah.
Except for these Kazans. Screw attack can actually hinder you in this room.
Yeah.
The Kazan, the platforms with spikes on them, they're actually both just platforms with spikes and also enemies. All at the same time, all wrapped up in one beautiful gift.
I don't know about beautiful. They're pretty annoying. So I autopiloted to switch to missiles, even though... Oh wait, no, you do switch to missiles for that guy. So I guess it was the correct action. Now I get to the most annoying robots in the game. Please put me through. Please put me through. Thank you. Now your turn. Hello? 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 Alright, there we go. Yeah, this can be a big drain on your missile count, but we just have a billion of them, because you don't really use many of them. Then, of course, the Sky Missile. Oh my god. Try to go for a really swag space jump into it, but did not have the momentum. Hopefully get this bowling spark. I've been missing it a lot lately. Oh well, it saves a couple seconds. Still get the space jump through bowling here, so it's not like you have to worry about taking damage.
This is the most important part of run.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, waiting for the bowling Chozo to bowl a strike with Samus. And Yeah, there's actually a way you could theoretically skip the bowling cutscene by backdooring gravity, but it would take time to damage down health, and that's not really what we want in life. So we just sit through the cutscene. And yeah, the most important part of this run is actually skipping gravity. There is obviously there's the task way of doing it, which is just shooting the gravity and hoping that you get the right frame rule, and which is actually the wrong frame rule in like every category ever, but that isn't this. But we're just gonna jump over the gravity suit and get this item in the ocean here. Yeah, I've successfully skipped all the suits. So
all of the suits. All 2 of them.
All 2 of them. Yeah, this item's actually really annoying because we're underwater. We get to just go in and go out, and now we're done with wrecked ship.
Now.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
4. Assuming I didn't skip anything.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, the hope is that I have 4 items left. If I have more than that, then we're in trouble. But we won't know until the credits show. But I'm actually pretty confident that I didn't skip anything. Wow, that was really tight. I thought I sparked too early and I was gonna bonk, but guess I was just too optimal.
Too good at game. Under advantage.
Huh. Yeah, now we get to use the reason that we put off Gauntlet for so long. Space jump and screw attack, assuming I can get into the Gauntlet. And if you're familiar with the many names that the back of Gauntlet Spark has, we're not able to do it in this category because it actually does require having Gravity Suit. But it doesn't save too much time anyways with Screw Attack, so you're not missing much.
This was the best part of 100% of the trial, trying to actually get all these missiles in one go. Could never do it as a kid, but now I know the game. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's not terrible. You just lose like 2-3 minutes if you mess up. Easy. Yeah, now we are at G4, and yeah, we're definitely on pace to be underestimate. I could die to Mother Brain and still make it. Yeah, I will be taking a save. Yeah, so these resources are pretty good for Metroid rooms. Power bombs aren't relevant, and then 20 supers is good. 100 missiles is also good. Was about ready to pause to turn off Varia, but then I remembered, oh wait, I don't need to do that, I just don't have Varia. But yeah, so this first Metroid room actually sucks a lot, because we don't have gravity suit, and my main strat uses gravity, so I just go for a big baby strat that I messed up anyway. Ugh. Not my finest Metroid Room 1. Yeah, we gotta get through the 4 Metroid rooms and kill all the Metroids. You can either use an Ice Beam shot to freeze them and a super or 5 missiles, or you can use 3 power bombs to kill them, but power bombs are really slow. Then, of course, these blue side hoppers hurt a lot, but not too big a deal. We have 14 tanks, so we should be fine. And now the baby cutscene. Hopefully I can get baby skip. If I don't, then oh well, I lose 30 seconds. Yeah, that was almost a missed baby skip because, yeah, but because that last jump was a bit aggressive, but we're fine. We made it, and now I will take the final save of the run.
And I hope so.
Yeah, it's kind of an important save to take.
Yeah, there's still one more thing that could potentially cause a death or a soft lock, which is the stand-up glitch. I assume M2 is doing.
Yeah, I will. Honestly, I'm more worried about Mother Brain 2 than I am about stand-up in this category, because I've done stand-up 1,000 times, but Mother Brain 2, when a catch-up can deal like up to 8 tanks, it's very scary.
I feel like you've done Mother Brain 2 more than I've done stand-up.
Yeah, well, not with Power Suit. Used to being purple. Yeah, 20 shots. Just don't get hit.
Easy.
Alright. And that's enough, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it.
340 is threshold.
Shoot, then I think I'm too high then.
I think it's only like one.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Yeah, one hit.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
So we'll keep trying to damage you down if you're not under specific thresholds of. They're different for each suit. From power suit, it's 340 energy.
Yeah, so now the baby Metroid is going to try to put me into a crouch phase. That's the second time she did it. And I just have to be in the air during those 2 times. And if I'm not, then I have to use X-ray to get out of the forced crouch. Yeah, it's important that I actually don't take a hit from Mother Brain, because if I do, then the cutscene's going to take longer than I want it to, which is, yeah, not ideal. Oh my god, I missed the very last shot. I would have had perfect stand-up if I hadn't missed the last shot. But yeah, the way stand-up works is you're dealing damage to Mother Brain, the third phase, before you're supposed to be able to by standing up in the cutscene. And yeah, time is coming up on the incentive. So are we going to be saving or killing? haven't been really talking too much about it because I figured it was mostly decided.
It looks like Save the Animals has one.
So we will be saving the animals. Yeah. Pretty sure this would have just barely sub 150'd if I hadn't saved him, but always happy to obey the will of charity. Oh my god, I got door stuck. Ha.
Unintentional door stuck.
Yeah, that was an unintentional door stuck, as opposed to the intentional door stuck that happened going out of Dragon. And I missed the moonfall. Pretty sloppy escape, but that's how it is.
Moonfall is cheating anyway, so it's okay.
Mondo yikes. And yeah, time will be coming up when Samus faces forward on the ship in about 30 seconds.
Yay! Be free, animals.
Yeah, I generally don't save the animals, I just don't. I'm not one of those people, but it's always nice to do them every once in a while. And time.
GG.
Less than 10 minutes off record. For a category this volatile and taking a minute of safety is in the early safety tank, then yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Ridley death was the only thing I'm not pleased with. Yeah, all the other stuff went pretty well. Yeah, 10 minutes underestimate as well. Yeah, so, yeah, thank you all for watching. Thanks to the Game Over Cancer people and Strizer for having me once again. Really happy to get to show this very niche category off on this stage. So yeah, thanks again for having me. I don't really have too many things. I guess I should probably shout out people. Shoutouts to ProPiece because he shouted me out in his run. Gotta return the favor. And then, shoutouts to Sistream because he inspired the reroute of Lake Cathedral in this run unintentionally. He doesn't run the category. He's just a really big gamer, and I saw a video of his and thought of the route. And yeah, shoutouts to Glove who also runs the category. Well, ran the category, but bonked their spark on a snail. Unfortunate. And then yeah, shoutouts to just the Super Metroid speedrunning community. They're all super cool, big gamers. I guess if we want to, we can continue on with the credits to see whether the run is truly valid. Did I really get 98%? We shall see. And of course, Deer Force, once we get there.
And just to mention, we do have a few more incentives coming up here later on throughout the day. We've got the new Ghostbusters 2 character bid war going on, as well as the Mega Man X Category 1 and 2 bid wars, the Great Circus Mystery Character bid war, and we have the Super Duper Metroid Save or Kill the Animals incentive going on as well.
And we do have
which I believe is just rolling over from the original incentive.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, so, oh no, we got 98%. I must have skipped 2 items. What a shame.
Oh my god. How did this happen?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it must have been the category. But yeah. Yeah, so valid run. Heck yeah.
Well, absolutely excellent run, MM2. GG's. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you all for having me, and of course, thank you to Polar Bear Bunny for co-commentating this with me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, we are going to roll into a quick intermission. We're going to have a host change. We'll be coming back here shortly with a Super Metroid rotation randomizer. Should be a blast of a time. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
And good luck to the